Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel of crafting, crochet and knitting. My name is Nikki and welcome to my little yarniverse. So hello, welcome back. How are you doing? As always, let me know by leaving a comment down below, and if you're making anything, make sure that you tell me that too in the comments. I am doing well. I have started making some Christmassy crafty things because, as you can probably tell, we are now in December, which means that we are full steam ahead for Christmas related content. So it is still early December when I'm recording this, so I have got the Christmas jumper out. I've got my lovely little Rudolph over here. But I haven't got the rest of the decorations up yet. I'm hoping I might be able to do a little vlog of putting up the Christmas decorations, so we'll see if I have time to do that. But yeah, for now, just the jumper, just Rudolph, until I can go and get the Christmas decorations out. So what are we going to be doing today? Well, today is the first Christmas podcast episode. So, or rather the first podcast episode in December. So it's the first Christmassy podcast episode. And I thought I'd just talk to you guys about the Fair Isle jumpers that I have got planned. So these are the Fair Isle jumpers that I might have said that I intended to make by the end of 2021. And as you can tell, they're not made. They're very much still, you know, they're unique yarn form, so that's not going to be the most cozy jumper to wear anytime soon, but that is because I didn't really make as much progress as I hoped with learning about how to do garment making for adults. So I did try a few, some went well, some went less well. I ended up jumping back down to doing baby garments rather than adult garments for a little bit, just to try and wind down, stop worrying about it so much. But now I'd like to attempt it. Now don't get me wrong, I do not think that this is going to happen by the end of 2021, especially considering I do in fact have two to make. But I just thought I'd show you the colours because they're beautiful colours, and show you sort of some of the planning that I have. So yes, I am taking some, oh, Rudolph fell over, too much mulled wine. So I'm taking inspiration from this Fair Isle design book. Now, I think it was Kaz over at the Wee So and So who picked up this book and recommended it, oh, what, 18 months ago now, probably more. And it looked great when she was showing it on camera, so I did get myself this last Christmas, on my birthday? I'm not sure. About a year ago now. And I did try making some bits out of it, but I didn't get the knack of holding my yarn right. So people discuss how you need to float your contrast colour one way and float your main colour a different way, because if you, as long as you're consistent, it's fine, but if you swap round the way you float them, it can push stitches further forward to the front of your work, and it gives you like a different effect. So I've still got to get used to that, which is exactly why I have not started the Christmas jumpers yet, because I don't want to get those wrong. They're going to be a big project, but I've been using some of these for inspiration, so I can't really show you too much, but there's sort of, you know, your typical Fair Isle snowflake design. Unfortunately not one on the front really that I can show you, but when you see, you know, when you think of Fair Isle, it's that, you know, that 8-pointed snowflake type thing. I'm using a design for that. I've got a design for some borders and things, a design that I'm sort of, maybe if I hold just the picture up, there we go, that looks like quite Christmas tree like to me, I think. So I've kind of taken the pattern and edited it slightly, and I want to just stress that I'm not doing anything big or complicated, because I don't want to have to always be worrying that I need the right number of repeats of the pattern in order to do the sizing right. I want it to be quite flexible in that if it's just too much to be the right size, I can just go up by a couple of stitches and it's not going to be looking obviously too big. So that, you know, that's why I'm kind of trying to keep to some of the simpler designs. There's a kind of nice, let me show you this one off the side here. There's That bottom one's a kind of nice snowflakey looking design. So I've been using this book to get some inspiration, and also this jumper because I really like the jumper. I like the Christmas trees on it. It might be a little bit too diagonal for what I intend to do on the feral jumpers. So I'm thinking snowflakes, I'm thinking Christmas trees. I'm not sure what else yet. I don't know whether to throw in, you know, things like candy canes or reindeers, or whether that would be too complicated or not. So I'm trying to think, what else was I sort of looking at? Holly. I wondered if I could do holly. It's another example, and I was sort of wondering if I could sort of snowflake down into a forest and then snowflake back into the main colour again, just to try and distribute the colour a bit more evenly. So that was another thought I had. So at the moment there's a lot of thoughts floating around in my head, but let me show you the yarn and then maybe I can explain a little bit more. So I think the one for me that makes me think of the snow more is this colourway that I've got picked out for my husband. I probably should have undone these organza bags before I started recording the video. So I keep all my yarn in organza bags now to keep the dust off them. And this is yarn that I picked up from Hobbycraft, because they've got these great big balls of yarn here. So each of these I think is 400 grams, yeah. So, okay, the colour at the top there, because this is terrible lighting, the colour at the top there is the most reflective of what it looks like. So it is a nice emerald green. I don't know if it actually has a colour name or not. It's Aran Yarn. Does it have a colour name? It just says dark green. So if I hold this, yeah, it really is just where the light hits at the top is most like what it looks like, because it looks very dark, like it's too dark down here to be, you know, comparing to what it looks like. So this green up here is what it looks like in normal lighting conditions. So I've got two of those in that nice dark green, and then I think it goes really well with this silver colour. Now my husband's a bit picky about colours, and so he again, try and look at the top of the green and how that would go with the silver. If I put the silver there, it is very nice. I wonder if I can strand it and show you the strands next to each other maybe. So, you know, just some creative issues to get past with the lighting here. There we go. That's a little better, isn't it? So yeah, my husband's a bit funny with the colours. He's quite picky about what green he likes. He prefers those more emerald dark greens over the more sort of in your face greens that you see paired up with a lot of very bright reds. So I thought this would be a nice combination, this silver and dark green, this silver and emerald green, for his Christmas jumper. And then if I just put the silver and one of the greens away, because I'm hoping that with 1200 grams of yarn I can have some spare green left over to add into my jumper. So my jumper, I absolutely love these burgundy tones as well. So come on, yarn labels. I have to take that one up now as well. Oh, so this is a nice burgundy colour, kind of a bit like the one in my cushion back here. And so it's not a, you know, typical red, Christmassy red, but it's a really nice kind of, it makes me think of mulled wine and cranberries, you know, so it's still that very rich red. It's just not bright red, if that makes sense. And I've paired that up with this slightly off-white colour here, and I think that's lovely together. All of this, I can't remember if I said or not, all of this is the Women's Institute yarn. And if I can just throw in a hint of that nice green, I can't catch the light properly. If I can just throw in a hint of this dark green, it really doesn't do justice, you know, on camera in bad lighting, how beautiful that is. So I'm thinking that I could have, when I transition into the forest, I can start speckling the white drips of snow onto the burgundy background, but then when I start getting so much snow that I can effectively transition into a white background, that's when I can introduce the green trees on the white background. I think that would look nice. And then I think I can sort of speckle, I can do the ground in green as well, and then I can do some white and speckle back into the main colour. If I do holly, I could use a white background again, and I can use this for the red berry, and I can use this for the leaf. So I would like to do, you know, a few more colours in mine and try and get a bit of that green in. I don't think I want to add the silver, I think that would be too much. But yeah, I do want to have some green left over just to add those accents really. Whereas with the green and silver, the idea would be to transition using sort of a silvery snow into a silver background, so I can put the green trees on the top of that and then transition back into green by again sort of snowing into the green. I think that'll look nice. I don't know if I'm making an awful lot of sense, but I can really see it beginning to form in my head what I want to do, and it is something I've wanted to do for a while, and so I do want to start some of it over the December period. I don't know how far I'll get. I know I'm definitely not going to finish. But when I get going, when I've practiced a little bit more with the, you know, with stranding with the Fair Isle designs, I'm gonna start making them. So yeah, super exciting. Can't wait to show you guys the progress. So that is it for today's video, just sort of like a planning thing, just showing you this lovely yarn, because I think I've shown you some of this yarn before, but I haven't actually shown you it all, and that's because I was sort of thinking, oh yeah, but if I get started I want to show you the jumper, and then I never got started. So so now you've seen the yarn. That was my little Hobbycraft yarn haul that I did a couple of months back, prepping for the Christmas season. So yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, again, if you are making anything Christmassy, or if you're making anything at all right now, do let me know in the comments, because I'd love to hear what you're making. I've got another project which I can already pretty much jump straight into and have been doing for a little while now, that I plan to show you next week. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that you enjoyed this. Have you done Fair Isle before? Let me know how it went. Yeah, other than that, I will see you in the next episode. Bye!